What might cause one of us to describe something as traumatic while it's not to another? There are a lot of things. It could be our age. For example, I've got some years on most of my friends, and so the things that I can tolerate and make sense out of are different than the things that my 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 8-year-old, 12-year-old, even 15-year-old friends can make sense of and tolerate. And experience plays in. I have friends who walked into this country as a result of difficulties in their own country. To them, very little is traumatic because of the difficulties they've endured successfully. I have friends who grew up during times of conflict in other countries. To them, what is traumatic is different than what might be traumatic to me. Context, age, genetics also plays a difference. For example, if you are a person whose family has a history of traumatic experiences in previous generations, the chances are pretty good that you might be a little hypersensitive. If you're a person who's done some counseling or done some therapy so that you've got a little more resilience, enhanced what you came into this world with, and if you've had a good setting that allows you to do that, you might define things differently. Even more important, if you have good, sturdy relationships where people around you can help you recover from life's hurts, chances are you'll define things differently. What might be traumatic to you might not be traumatic to me. Why is this so important? I was at a conference about 2 years ago in Florida, and I overheard a couple of gals next to me talking about, oh yeah, you wouldn't believe what happened to me. Oh, I survived this and I survived that and my family did this and my family did that. Oh no, my family was worse than your family. And pretty soon I felt like I was at the Trauma Olympics. People were trying to determine who had the most points for the most horrible experiences. I don't particularly think that is helpful, because what injures one of us may injure another of us in a completely different way. So trauma is subjective, and it's got some common areas of definition and some shades of gray. But I'll say this to you, whoever owns the language owns the issue. And so I encourage you to think about how you own what is traumatic and what's not. Whether you are a service provider, a service recipient, or somebody just taking this for the heck of it, it's all up to you to define what is traumatic for you and not for another person.